Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and I want to talk about how I'm getting excited for Battlefield again. I did a video, I don't know, a couple weeks back about how I wasn't paying attention to anything that was Battlefield related, at least with the beta and the game, and how I like to be surprised and how I want to learn the game when it comes out. I don't need to know every single fact about the game before it comes out. I don't need to know what weapons are going to be in it. I don't want to know what jets are going to be in it. I don't know what tanks are going to be. I don't want to know anything about the game because I want that Christmassy, childlike experience when I pop the game into my PlayStation or I turn it on my PC. I want the excitement. I want the unknown. I want to learn. I want to be that guy who is like, holy crap, did you know that this gun's in the game? And then people, of course, would be like, oh yeah, that information was released like 6 weeks ago, man. And I'm like, I don't care. I have a life. This is exciting and new. I want to share in the excitement, and that's really what it's about, to be honest, and at least in my perspective. So I want to tell you why I've suddenly changed gears now, and it's funny because I have this dual relationship with Battlefield right now, because on one hand I'm starting to get more excited for it, but on the other hand I'm so busy with school that I know that I'm not really going to play or have an opportunity to play a lot. Like I said, on one hand, I'm just becoming excited because of the fact that, one, the beta comes out in 6 days. As I'm recording this, it is Wednesday night, and it is 6 days away. So it's on the 1st of October. That's when you can start downloading it. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not entirely sure, but I got an idea that I'll probably have Tuesday off. At least that's sort of been the track the last 2 weeks. But maybe I might not. Who knows? That would really suck. I'm like, oh shit, everyone's home playing Battlefield, and I'm like, I can't play Battlefield. But there's a reason why, and that's because of the fact that when I picked up my PC, I did pick up a copy of Battlefield a few weeks, or if not a month afterwards, and I really wasn't having a lot of fun playing Battlefield. And a lot of it had to do with the fact that I couldn't fly with a mouse and a keyboard. And as you guys know who've been around the channel for a long enough time, flying has been a big part of my gaming experience in Battlefield. I pride myself on being a good pilot. I'm just going to say it. I know there are pilots who are way better than me, and of course there's pilots that are just not as good as I am. So I put myself, like I do on the ground, I put myself in that sort of above average field. Some might call me a better than above average pilot because I just do well. I usually, whenever I do play, I usually do well, better than the other two guys that are flying for the most part. Like I've been handled. Everyone gets handled by somebody, unless you're that guy on the top. Maybe then you got a good fight with the guy below you. But I'm very, like I've said before, I'm very humble about my skill, but I do know that I am a good pilot when it comes to playing on the console. And so one of the things that kept me from PC gaming completely, from gaming on PC completely, is just the fact that I just, like, there would be maps like Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm, just to name two, and those are maps that I would fly. When I was doing the Golf Squad stuff, what usually would happen is I would fly in a jet, Chris and Snoov, or Chris and Veggie would be in a helicopter and Snoov would be on the ground, and then it got to a point where I was flying the jets, Chris and Snoov were in the helicopter, and Veggie was in a tank. And so what I would do is I would protect Chris and Snoov from the jets, and then I would help out Veggie with the ground, the other tanks, and just, putting shots on the ground to help out. So we all had our role, and so those maps, whenever we got into those rotation, I would fly and they would do their thing, and then Veggie would do his thing as well. And then when I got onto PC, I didn't fly. So then we were playing on, Firestorm, and we were playing on Caspian Border, and I just didn't have a role, and I'm running around getting my ass kicked because, one, the map player count on the maps are larger, so there's just players in places that I don't know that they're normally going to be there, and two, I'm just not used to playing on the ground for those maps, so I feel lost. Even when I play on PS3, I just feel lost. So the passion for the game really just dwindled away, and it was just kind of like, bleh. I just didn't, feel all that interested in playing, especially when we get on those maps that I didn't know very well, where I've just never played on the ground. So 2 days ago, actually it was yesterday, what the hell am I talking about? Yesterday, so on Monday, Tuesday, I was on playing, and I decided to finally set up my controller. because I was like, I really want to fly, because I saw a video by Billy the Kid and he's showing himself flying. I'm just like, man, I really miss flying. I really do. And so I hooked it up, and I went through and I was setting it up and dialing in the controls, and that's probably one of the harder aspects of it, is just getting all the controls the way they are like on PS3, so that way everything I do is familiar. And there are some things that are different between the console and the PC, like Afterburner, something you have to hold down. It's not a, you know, push the button down, you got Afterburners until you push it up again, which is nice. I like that. So like I feel like I'm fumbling with the controls of the jet right now, because I want to use Afterburner, and so I'm used to just pushing the R3 button down and having Afterburner, but it goes like, it's just like a little, you know, it doesn't go the whole time. So those things I'm getting used to, but basically because of that, I now feel like I'm more of a complete player again. I'm not very good on the PC as far as flying. Like flying wise, it's the same. Like it is the same. I like the fact that I can actually see all the bullets that I'm firing now, so I can actually watch the rounds as they're going, and I can lead targets a little bit better. On the flip side though, I don't have any of the unlocks. Like on the unlockables, like I don't have air radar. I think the videos that you're watching are from tonight and probably last night. I might throw in a couple of those with me trying to figure out my controls. But what I have right now, from what I remember from tonight while playing Air Superiority, I actually unlocked a lot of stuff, but I don't have air radar yet, which is essential to doing well in the air. You really need to know where your enemies are. And when I was playing on Conquest last night, I kept getting shot down by this guy, because I had no idea he was behind me. He just, all of a sudden, it was like ding, 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 boom, dead. So that, basically, the flying aspect of Battlefield 3 is what's getting me back into, and what's getting me excited to play Battlefield on my PC, and what's getting me excited about the beta now. And I don't think jets are gonna be in the beta, but it's still, now that I've got it set up, now that I've got things working, I'm really excited about playing. And I really hope you guys are too, because I know in my video there are some of you guys who were saying that you're not looking at information as well. You want that brand new out of the box excitement, that feeling of learning as you go. So I hope now that it's coming around, because I mean, here it's the 25th, and 4 days from now it'll be 30 days. So we're looking at about 34 days before the game's released. October 29th is when the game's released. Battlefield 4 is released, and a little over a month now. And that's exciting. I mean, it was 2 years ago that Battlefield 3 came out, and I remember being really excited for it. I mean, really genuinely excited, and that's the way I'm going to feel for Battlefield 4. I know that. So, going to the other side of things, with grad school, with work, and the amount of time I spend to do schoolwork, I don't even know if I'm going to have that much time to play Battlefield 4. I put that tweet out there. If you saw that tweet, I was asking people, how much time do you think you're going to be putting into Battlefield 4, say by Christmas? And some people were like, oh, I figure I'll put in 100 hours or 70 hours. Or, you know, Scanner replied with, like, you know, he shudders to think about how many hours he's going to spend. Because from what I understand, he too is really excited for Battlefield 4. And so I imagine he's going to be putting in a lot of time as well. I know for Battlefield 3, this is going to be my gauge. I put in pretty close to, I put in about 200 hours. About 200 hours or so into Battlefield 3 when it first came out. So by Christmas, I had probably really close to 300 or 200 hours. It was under 200. I think it was probably like 180 or something like that. Because when Battlefield 3 came out, that December the 26th, actually, it was December the 26th until January 17th. I was in Europe, so I would have to. Obviously, you can't go back and look, but I know I would have had over 200 hours if I would have stayed in the States and played with the guys while I was on my winter break from school. So that's my judge. So I would say like 180 hours about. That's what I would have put into Battlefield 3. But this time around, this year, I doubt that I'm going to put 50 hours in. If I put 50 hours into Battlefield 4 from the 29th of October until Christmas, which is what, almost 2 months, I will be impressed, to be honest, because I mean, I'm so busy with schoolwork and stuff. I have a hard enough time sitting down to record a 10-minute commentary, let alone spend 3 or 4 hours playing Battlefield. So what I might have to do is make that my break from schoolwork and just sit down and play with the guys for a handful of hours and you know, get my kicks in that way and be like, okay, I gotta go, guys, you know, take it easy. that sort of thing. So I'm gonna try to get as much stuff in there, because to be honest, I know my channel has sort of fallen into disuse. What I was really hoping is that Battlefield 4 would bring back the life into my channel. It would bring back the excitement, because I do have ideas for what I want to do with Battlefield, especially with the battle recorder. I've got some interesting ideas. I just need to find the time to do them, and maybe the winter break will be the time where I can actually get that stuff done. So we'll see, you know. So anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section, how excited are you guys for the beta? Because like on a scale to say like 1 to 10, I'm probably a good 8.5 right now. Yeah, 8.5 is a good scale for me. I'm actually genuinely excited for it. And I'm pretty sure Monday I'm going to be probably at a 9, and then come Tuesday, depending on whether or not I work, I'm going to be overly excited. I'm probably like a 10.5. It'll be off the Richter scale. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching my shitty PC flying. And I shall talk to you guys later.